And it's not if he shows himself faithful. It's when he shows himself faithful. I remember when I went to the 6th grade, and to that point in my life, that was the biggest adjustment that I'd ever gone through. I went from elementary school, where I had one teacher in one classroom, to all of a sudden, I had 7 different teachers in 7 different classrooms. And on top of that, I now had a locker with a combination lock that I didn't even know how to use. On top of that, I was this little scrawny kid sitting next to other boys in the classroom who had facial hair. Like, what kind of mess is this? And I cried for weeks. And I finally told my parents, I'm done. This middle school thing is not for, I ain't cut out for this. I want to go back to elementary school. And I didn't go. And I remember I went to Sherwood Middle School. It was a pretty big school. And I remember the vice principal of the school literally came to my house. And he and my parents sat me down in the living room. And because I wasn't trying to hear it, I ain't going back. No, I'm done. Middle school ain't for me. And he said, look, his name was Lee, Mr. Lee. And he said, look, if you give it just a little time, things will get better. If you give it a little time, you'll learn where your classrooms are. You'll learn how to use your combination lock. And you'll meet friends. And you'll even grow to love your teachers. But you just got to give it a little time. Can you do that? I said, yeah, I can give it a little time. I'll give it a little time. And sometimes in life, we just need to give it a little time. So often we go through stuff, sometimes new stuff, difficult stuff, disappointment, rejection, pain, and we say, oh, Lord, I'm done. Sitting next to kids that got facial hair, and I got all these classes. I'm done. I don't want to go through it. In our world, we've become so accustomed to being instantly gratified. But God's ways are not our ways. And his thoughts are not our thoughts. And sometimes things just take time. You don't go from being a babe in the faith to being mature. You don't go from being young to being old and walking with the Lord just overnight. David was writing about a lifetime of disappointment, struggle, hardship, war, battles, jealousy, fights, envy, pain, falling down and getting back up, not having enough, to sickness, disease, hurt, a lifetime of it. But he concluded that, you know what? I have never seen the righteous forsaken. Didn't say he'd never felt forsaken. He didn't say I've never had dark nights of the soul. He didn't say I'd never struggled or I've never shed tears. He said, I've never seen the righteous forsaken. I may have gone hungry, but I've never had to beg. I never starved to death. May have been thirsty, but I always had what I needed when I needed it.